Bridge, the alternate route to Trabadello goes up there. Up there, and then you can look down on the route that we're about to take.
Good morning.
Good morning. So it's about 10 to 7 on Monday morning. We got up early because the weather forecast said it was going to be raining this morning, and it was light rain when we went to bed. It hasn't actually started yet, so I guess it's thereabouts. So we left our hotel at 6:30. It's 10 to 7 now, and we're off today to Osabiero, which is about 29 kilometres. So we'll be fine if we just take it steady. That's why we left a little bit early. It's cooler but still humid, so that's why I think it's going to rain again.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it from the start of the day. You got anything?
No, not today.
All right, so we're just...
Later.
Yeah, today is just, we'll walk to the first village. One thing I should mention though, for anyone that is doing this walk, when you leave Villafranca, cross the bridge, heading towards the exit from town, there is a cafe that opens early. So we came past it just after 6:30 and it was already open. I don't know what time it does open, but there is an early opening.
Good to know.
Good to know, yeah, because sometimes it's hard to get a coffee in the morning. Okay guys, more later.
Bye.
So the alternate route out of Villafranca has you right up on that ridge. We saw some photos from Roscoe and Wendy yesterday and the views are magnificent. So if you don't go up on the ridge, the first 8 or so K this morning is next to this country road. You are separated from the road by a barrier and you just go in and out of a couple of villages. So you leave the highway for a little bit to go into the little village of Parage. I don't think there's much in Parage. We're hoping there's enough to be a coffee.
Yes.
But if not, the little village of Trabadello is another 4 kilometres ahead of that.
I'm missing my coffee this morning.
We'll keep our fingers crossed. So here's our first coffee of the day. Closed.
No. A lot of places that need a little bit of fixing up, but I like them. We're walking alongside the river, so that's very pleasant. Listen to the birds. And this is the crazy thing, there'll be a fixer-upper alongside a lovely house. Although, close inspection, I think it's empty because it's for sale. A lot of empty things in this town.
So it's 20 past 8 on Monday morning. We're now approaching Trabadello. So we didn't get a coffee back in Parage. So we looked at a little bit further on from the closed coffee. The albergue was closed as well. And we figured that one supports the other. So the albergue is not there, there's no customers, the coffee place closes. It's a bit sad. But we know there are places open in the next little town. Let's just hope we can get a coffee there. Okay, so this is Trabadello. And this is looking a little bit more promising for a coffee, I must admit.
tail swishing because of the flies.
They got it worked out, haven't they? So that's where we've come from today, through all the valleys, and soon we'll be heading up there to Ocebrero. Looks a little bit misty on the top, so let's hope that we can dodge that. Maybe not. So you drop down here to Las Herrerias, and then from here it's 4.7 to La Faba, and then on to Ocebrero. We hope, up in the heavens, we hope we can get a cup of coffee. It would be really nice, maybe down there in the village. G'day. So it's 25 minutes past 11. We just stopped in Herrerias and had coffee and orange juice. We reckon that coffee gives you a bit of a boost, a rocket boost. So we've now got, I think, about 3.8 kilometres from here to La Faba, and that's the start. Here is the start of the climb up towards Ocebrero, and I think the hardest part is to La Faba, and maybe the next bit.
It's the roughest bit.
The roughest bit.
Yeah.
So the first little bit is on country lanes that we're on now, but then we drop off the road, and for some reason
you go down before you go up.
Yeah, just to maximise the hurt. But 25 past 11, there looks like there's a bit of weather ahead of us, but we've been very lucky today with the weather that we've had. It's not been warm, we haven't had rain.
And we're early for where we are.
Yeah,
this time.
yeah. So we will report back intermittently up the mountains.
Bye.
So walking up from Herrerias, the bikes can go that way, and this is where we're invited to go down the trail. So this is the trail now that takes us from here to La Faba initially. And it looks fantastic because it's all downhill. Hey guys, I think we're almost in La Faba.
We're sweating like pigs.
It's hot, it's hot.
Humid.
No, it's humid, sorry, it's not hot. We're hot and it's humid.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're almost in La Faba. More.
Bye.
Icon gas. So we're in La Faba, 920 metres up. Cold drink, and Billy Joel. Doesn't get much better, does it? Well, that poor refugio looks like he's burned down. What a shame. Okay, we've stopped at La Faba for a cold drink.
We're alive again.
We're alive. This next section to, I can't remember the name of it, is it Linares? The next town is quite steep. But I think the countryside opens up now. We might be above the tree line even.
Yeah.
But one thing we are very much aware of, you get to La Faba and you're sweating like a pig.
To put it mildly.
Yeah, but you've got to be really careful not to cool down because it is quite chilly. And I've caught an infection some time ago by taking my jacket off. And
Yes.
so you just got to be careful, even though you feel like
Stripping off.
stripping off, it's not a good thing to do. All right, guys, more later.
Bye. All yellow bushes right down into the valley. Beautiful. Hola.
So we've come from way down there, down and to the left. We're I think pretty much above the tree line. And we're heading, I think, up there into the mist.
Look at the yellow. Ah, I love it. Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Look at it, it's just going for as far as we go.
See the traffic jam down there on the road?
Ah, cows, is it?
It's a cow traffic jam. Okay, so it's 25 past 1. We just had a little coffee break in the last little village. Now we got the last 2 kilometres up to Osibiero. The mist is closing in a little bit, so we both put our hiking jackets back on because the air is very, very chilly.
Yeah, I'd say we'll get damp as well.
Yeah, so
From the mist.
we'll just be careful of that.
But look at that scenery, guys. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, pretty cool. So we're way up there now. Oh my goodness. Okay, still got to walk up that. More later. Okay, so still getting up there. Starting to close in on us, but I think we're almost there.
At least I've got some beautiful flowers to look at while I'm climbing this mountain.
So this is us arriving in Osibiero. More or less. I think it's this way. So anyone that's watched the movie The Way, they filmed near the end where Sarah is going to put her cigarettes down at the foot of St James. They filmed Martin Sheen and the guys walking down there, probably for dramatic effect, but you don't walk down there. You come up there. We just came from down there somewhere. And this is
Still got it, guys.
This is downtown Osibiero. Now I'm sure the iPhone camera software makes it look a lot clearer than it is. It's quite mystical and misty. It's like, yeah, but it looks a lot better here, I think. Anyway, we're here. The benefits of walking in the mountains is when you get high, you get to look back to where you've been. Gorgeous countryside.
Just amazing. Look at the yellows of the plants on the sides of the hill.
Osibiero is one of those towns that's mysterious and full of mystique when it's shrouded in mist, and then when the sun comes out, it's equally as gorgeous.
And it's unique because all the buildings are stone.
Yep. It's the local supermarket down there. G'day.
Guys.
How you going? Well, we managed to get here to Osabiero.
Yeah, we did it.
We got here pretty good time actually,
Yeah.
2 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, we've had lunch.
We arrived in town and it was misted over. And then, go figure, an hour and a half later, a breeze has come up, the sun's
and the
out.
sun has burnt off the mist.
Yeah, so I reckon this afternoon will be quite good.
Yeah.
The reason we're squinting is the sun's in our eyes. But it was a hard old walk today. We left Via Franca at 6:30 and it was nearly 15, 16 kilometres before we had our first coffee stop.
Yeah, that wasn't real good.
Which is bizarre because when you cross the Meseta, like we did a couple of weeks ago, there's a section of 17 kilometres on the old Roman road and everybody says, oh, it's 17 kilometres. And well,
Make
today,
sure you got heaps of food.
yeah, well today was almost the same because
The towns didn't have
Parage
cafes open.
and Trabadella, yeah, the cafes weren't open. So anyway, you'll see a few pictures of Osabiero and the surrounding countryside. It's absolutely gorgeous when it's not misty.
Yeah.
So we're very proud of ourselves for doing 30k through the mountains today.
Yes, we did it again.
So yeah. All right, more from us tomorrow.
Yep.
And we've got about 8 sleeps left to Santiago, so we're getting close. Okay guys, catch you later.
Bye.